Welcome to the yellow chakra yoga sequence. This is the manipura or lustrous gem. You can think of it like the fire in your center or your solar plexus. And we're going to begin with a breath of fire. So bring your hands to your belly and we're going to begin pumping the breath out of the nose like bellows. So it's a quick exhale, exhale, exhale. Let the inhale be natural. You can move at any speed, but really pumping that breath out. And then relax. Take a deep breath in. Drop the chin in a Jalandhara throat lock. And then when you need to, lift the head and exhale. I'm going to switch legs here for the second round. Bring your hands to your belly, and when you feel ready, begin pumping that breath. We're really heating up our core, getting that fire burning. This is one of the power classes in my series. Exhale completely, draw a deep breath in and drop your chin lock. Letting the breath expand in the body, and when you need to, go ahead and lift the chin and exhale completely. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, bring the arms up overhead, and exhale, twist over your right shoulder. Keep flowing, breathing in, bring the arms back up, and exhale and look over your left shoulder. We're just going to be doing this again, back and forth, warming up that core in some gentle twists. Breathing in and breathing out as you twist. And then let's bring the hands back behind us. Lift up your chest, feel that sternum and collarbones expanding, and then go ahead and fold forward. This practice is going to move today, so I welcome you to watch it a few times in case you miss a few of the moves. Let's roll up and change to the opposite leg in front. All right, let's take that stretch one more time. Bring your hands back behind you. Lift the sternum. Even exhale through the mouth. Stick out your tongue. Let it all go. And then go ahead and fold forward. And when you're ready, come up. And we'll go ahead and transition. We're going to come onto our hands and our knees. Let's start by bringing the hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, release the belly and arch the back. And then exhale and round the spine like a cat. Inhaling and arching, and exhaling and rounding, articulating your vertebrae and warming up that spinal column. One more round, and then pull the hips back into a little child's pose. Stretch your arms out and look up between the hands, and we're going to glide all the way forward, coming onto the belly. Good. Now we're going to warm up the back. So stretch your hands by your hips. Lengthen the chest. Reach the crown of the head forward and the feet back. You might even lift the hands as they reach back along the same line of the legs. And then turn your cheek to one side and let the body relax. We'll go ahead and do that again. You're going to come to your forehead or your chin, whatever feels better on your neck. And then lift up, take a deep breath in, surfing on that belly. And when you're ready to exhale, you're going to go ahead and turn the other cheek and rest. You can wiggle the hips. And then coming up, bring your hands right by the chest, lift up into a little baby cobra, or if you feel warm enough, come all the way up into upward dog and stretch those legs strong, rolling up over the toes into your downward facing dog. Go ahead and stretch it out, give it a little wiggle. Maybe walk it out. Our flows are going to move rather quickly, but just let it be play. Reach that right leg straight up and then bring it up in between the hands. Keep the left palm down, but twist the right arm up towards the sky. We're going to move into plank, but if you want to drop your bottom knee, that will be a little bit easier. Otherwise, play with the balance, stack your feet together and lift the body up towards the sky. Bring both hands together, moving through a little vinyasa, or flow means going down to the reverse push-up, up into your heart opener and back into downward dog. Left leg stretches up back behind you, steps in between the hands for a long lunge. Keep your right palm down. Left arm will twist. Now remember, you're stacking and getting ready for that side plank, so either drop your knee or drag the foot back and lift into that side plank. Keep breathing. It's the most important part. Hands into plank pose. Lower all the way. We're going to move straight back into downward dog and walk forward. And try not to give you too many sun salutations. Reverse swan dive. Come all the way up to stand and we'll begin our first flow. Here we go. Take a deep breath in, lift the arms up overhead, exhale, and swan dive over the legs. Hands to the shins, inhale, flat back. Bring the hands down and step the right foot back for warrior one. It's at a 45-degree angle and I come up to stand. Nice. Lift the body all the way up, everything straight, and then open the arms. We're going to reach forward as far as you can over straight legs and tip sideways into a triangle pose. Keep lifting that chest up towards the sky. And then drop both hands down to both feet, if you can, into a wide angle. If it's easier just to keep the hands on the floor under your head, that's fine. Walk over to that left foot in the front of the mat and move through that vinyasa. Lowering down, reverse push-up, gliding into a baby cobra or upward dog, and back into downward dog. To spring forward, bend the knees and look between the hands and lift the hips. Good. Reverse swan dive all the way back up to stand and bring your hands to the heart center. And let's do the other side. Big breath in, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Hands on the shins, inhale, flat back. Then bring the hands down and step the left foot back at a 45-degree angle to warrior one. Make sure your feet aren't too narrow under your hips. Keep trying to drive that left hip and left side of the body forward. Then lift up, straighten those legs, open the body wide. Reach out over that right leg and open the arms into triangle. Just notice all the different triangle shapes in the body and keep lifting your chest towards the sky. And then as you relax, everything folds over the legs into a wide angle. The toes are turned in and your head is relaxed. Shake it out. Your hands can always be on the floor, especially as you walk back towards the front of your mat. Step your feet together and lower down. This could also be lowering down onto your knees and taking a little cat-cow if you didn't want to do the full vinyasa or flow. Good. Shake it out in your downward dog and then look between the hands and spring. Have fun springing forward. Reverse swan dive to come all the way up to stand and your hands at your heart center. Let's take another flow. When you're ready, inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Sit down into chair pose, like that little chair in the corner, very low. Take your right elbow across the body into a twist. Now look how my right leg is free. See if you can step it way back into a long lunge. Good job. Heel reaching back, crown of the head reaching in the opposite direction. And then bring the arms all the way up to a standing lunge. Rotate your right heel till your feet are perpendicular and you're in warrior two. Inhale, lift the arms as you look back into reverse warrior and cartwheel the hands all the way forward. See if you can lift off into a warrior three. Keep tipping, tipping, tipping till your hands are on the floor and your leg is as high as it will go. And then here comes the fun. Tuck it down underneath your other leg into a seated spinal twist. Awesome. Arms up overhead. I'm going to twist over my left shoulder and hug that knee in. Now, if you thought that was fun, try this. Sit up into boat pose. You're going to rock all the way back, get a ton of momentum, and see if you can rock all the way forward to stand. Go for it. Lift all the way up, reverse swan dive. And we'll try it on the other side, chair pose. Bring your left elbow across into a seated twist. A chair twist. My left leg is free. See if you can step it all the way back. Maybe a few steps, whatever it takes. It's fun. Remember, just play. Release the arms. Come all the way up into that standing lunge. Rotate your left heel down. Warrior two. There you are. Lift the arms. Come all the way back. Reverse warrior. And now we've done warrior one, warrior two. Here we go. Warrior three. This class is all about risk taking, so go for it and keep tipping, tipping, tipping till your hands are on the ground. Take that leg that's lifted and tuck it down. I always feel like my fair lady in my big gown into your seated spinal twist. Bring the arms up, look over your right shoulder and hug that leg into the body. And then for fun, here we go. Boat pose, lift those legs up, balance, working that core. Take a deep breath in, come all the way back and rock up. If you don't get it the first try, just keep going. Shake it out and come all the way up to stand. If you didn't quite nail that flow, rewind it and try it again. It's really a fun flow. All right, here we go. Last sequence, breathing in, come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands down. See if you can lightly spring the feet back into plank and lower all the way down. We're going to rock to our back. This sequence is all about abs. But I want you to think of it like a slow bike ride. Bring your hands behind your head. Keep those elbows wide and your knees up over your hips. Gently lift the chin and the head, keeping the elbows wide, and bring one knee in and the opposite elbow towards the knee. And switch. Think of inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other. Don't worry about the elbow touching the knee. That's not the point. We're twisting. We're trying to keep the spine on the floor. We're going for the long, slow haul. Nice and controlled. We're going to do about 10. And when you've got through all 10, release the body down. Exhale through the mouth. Such a good feeling. And like a bike ride, you got to that destination. And now we're going to ride back home. Yeah, there's a second set. Here we go. Bring your feet back in. Hands behind the head, knees up over the hips. You can do it. We're going to start with the opposite elbow towards the opposite knee, breathing in and breathing out. Think of the tortoise and the hare. This is the tortoise, the slow race. Just do as many as you can. We're going to do another set of 10, which feels like 20 because you're doing it on both sides. Really getting that fire going in our core. This is where our seat of digestion is, our metabolism and our get up and go. And if you completed that set, relax. Exhale through the mouth. You did it. All right, bring the feet up. We've got one last big move. We're going to do a bent knee bridge, and some of you may do a wheel. Go ahead and press those hips up nice and high. You can interlace the hands underneath the back and lift the sternum, lift that chest. Good. Keep breathing in. And as you exhale, you're going to let go of the hands and drop one vertebrae down at a time. I'll show two more options. You can either do another bent knee bridge, or this time I'm going to go into a wheel. When you're ready, place the hands down. Think of pressing your feet and hands into the floor as you lift the hips. You can interlace the hands if you stay here in a bent knee bridge, or you can bring the hands to the sides of the ears by the shoulders, fingertips facing you. You can lift up to the top of the head and stretch your heart for the sky, trying to take 3 breaths, grounding down your feet. Do remember, if you're alone, when you come down, you need to tuck the chin into the chest so that you don't land on your head and hurt your neck. And then relax completely. We have one last one. See if you can touch your heels, checking in. Make sure those feet are parallel. And press the hips up. Now you can do a bent knee bridge or a wheel, or try this. Lift your right leg straight for the sky. For a full breath in and release. And then the left leg, big breath in, stretch it up. These back bends are really exhilarating. So as you release the hands and come down, we hope that this really gives you that energy to get up and go. All right, let's really release the legs, and we're going to take a nice twist to get your chiropractic release in the spine from all of that work. Back bending. Hug your right leg in and stretch your left leg like you're going to stand on it. Reach your right arm out towards your side and twist the knee up and over the body. Relax. We're starting to let go at the end of the practice. And this is just as important as the moves themselves. Go ahead and relax. Bring the left leg in. Hug it into the chest. Your left arm reaches out as you gently drag the knee over to the right side of the body. In the practice, you're going from 0 to 90. And now we want to see how quickly we can go back from 90 to 0. Release the legs. Give yourself a wiggle. Take a deep breath in and even open the mouth and let it go. Letting the body get back to that 0, that place of stillness in your shavasana or your corpse pose. You did it. You did all that work. You could have been sitting on your couch. I'm so proud of you. And let's just lie here for a moment in time, taking a few breaths and letting that movement and circulation and energy flow in the body. And inspire us today. Gently reach your arms overhead like you just woke up for the first time and roll over to your right side. Come up as easy as you can into a seated position. Take a deep breath in and lift the arms up overhead. And bring your hands into prayer at your third eye, your mouth, and your heart for right thought, right speech, and right action. And that brilliant fire of a light within me shines to the light within you. Namaste.